Many things can stand in the way of someone's growth in the corporate world. I mean, talk of insufficient experience, talk of things like, language barriers, probably some religious beliefs and so on, and also disabilities. Hello everybody and welcome to Naomi's All-Inclusive World. Happy New Year. I hope the year is treating you well this far. And welcome to this journey of just trying to share and spread the right information about disabilities, people living with disabilities, and just issues revolving around the subject. Some disabilities almost automatically disqualify one from pursuing a certain career, a certain line of career. Take an example of someone who would like to be a veterinary, for instance. You realize that I will need to have maybe both hands and eyes for me to be able to check out this pet, for me to be able to check out this animal and also treat it. So in the event that I lose my sight and say my hands, it might actually mean the end of my career, at least in that line of practicing being a veterinary. Now, in some organizations, a number of whom I know, when a staff ends up acquiring a disability or ending up getting a disability in the course of their work, instead of the organization releasing that person, I have seen a number of them that actually will deploy you, if you're willing, for you to continue working with and for them, just in a different area where you will still be able to be productive and grow instead of letting you go. Take an example of, say a truck driver who, for some reason, probably was involved in an accident or something like that, and they have lost their sight. Now, this company employee might not be still able to serve the company in the capacity of a driver, but probably they can be able to do something else at the desk. They can be able to do some other work in the office where they will most of the time be seated, or probably even they can be able to do some other work that they can still maybe work virtually, work in the marketing department, for instance, work in the, in the advertising section or department, if there is something like that, where they will still have a job, just a different one, but they will still be that company's employee. Take an example of, say, a ship captain or even an airline captain who, for some health reasons, has lost, say, their sight, say, their mobility ability, and so on. You might realize that that person might still be retained and continue being an employee of that marine company, of that ship company, of that airline, just that they will be moved to another department. Oh, that cock. That they'll be moved to another department where they will sit more, where they will be able to still work, probably with minimal need of their sight, of their hands, and so on. But just the fact that I have acquired this disability might not necessarily mean the end of my career, the end of my productivity in the corporate world. Thanks guys for watching that little small episode. I hope it helps someone just to know that there is still hope in the event that a disability comes your way. Still serious organizations, serious corporate organizations that are after growing and retaining staff regardless of what, will still want to have you, even when you have to change department or section. Still, like I keep saying, this is a new year and I plan to continue saying this. Please subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification button so that every time I throw in a clip that you will be the first one to know. And let's just keep learning and expanding our knowledge.